Hey everybody, this is Andrew here with the Tower Electric Bike Repair Shop. And today we're going to be talking about just sort of the state of the industry, both e-bikes and regular bikes, and some things you should look for in the year 2021 if you are shopping for an e-bike. How is the e-bike industry? Well, the e-bike industry is good, but parts are very tough to come by. Obviously, we here at the Tower Electric Bike Repair Shop, we work on just about all makes, brands, models of e-bikes, and probably the number one thing that is always the hindrance towards getting a bike done is just due to getting parts. This could be for a few reasons. It could be, we just can't get a hold of anyone at the company, or the company's not around anymore, or we get a hold of someone but parts aren't available. Whatever reason, there are a lot of hindrances in the e-bike world, with getting bikes repaired, and part shortages and getting a hold of someone is a huge thing. So it's definitely something to be aware of when you are out shopping for an e-bike. There are a lot of great e-bikes out there with a lot of great functions, a lot of great looks, a lot of great ride styles, but what really separates a good e-bike brand from a great e-bike brand is support and parts availability. I have some bikes out here, for example, like we have this Priority Current e-bike, and then we have this Propella, just kind of single speed cruising e-bike. Now, I pull up both of these e-bikes because very interesting thing about them is lots of the parts on here are very proprietary. Like this battery here, it's molded really for this Priority frame. Same with this mid-drive. This is a Priority mid-drive. Now, it is a rebranded mid-drive that they got from someone else that they labeled as Priority, but the point still stands that this particular motor was made for this Priority bike. If it goes wrong, you can't just go get a generic Bafang motor or like a new Bosch. You have to go through Priority to get a new motor. Now, one of the things is, we've worked with Priority. We've had customers that have worked with Priority. Luckily, their customer service is there. As of about a week ago, they had parts available for people. So that is one of the, big positives here. Propella is another interesting example. As you can see, this battery, this is a very unique battery to Propella. So, if anything goes wrong with either the mount or the battery, you can't just get a normal, e-bike one from aftermarket. You'll have to go through Propella. You may be thinking, okay, well, I'm only gonna go with big brands and I know that they'll be able to help me out. This is not exclusive to small independent brands. Some of the biggest e-bike brands on the market, some of the most well-known ones, don't have parts and, don't necessarily have great support. Juiced and Rad Bikes are two that come to mind. They're two of the most popular e-bike brands on the market. We see their e-bikes all the time, so we deal with them quite frequently. Juiced in particular, unfortunately, Juiced they're sold out of most of their parts. Like we've got 3 or 4 here that are waiting on controllers just to get the bikes running. Now, one of the things that also makes it tough is, we get bikes with burnt out controllers that are sold out at the company, or we can't get a hold of the company all the time. We put our thinking caps on and figure out ways to get the bike rolling. A lot of times we'll get other controllers that we can get linked up and working and get that bike working perfect. But a lot of these bikes, like the Juiced ones in particular, they require a Juiced proprietary controller. So if that controller goes bad, we can't do anything. We gotta go through Juiced, wait for them to get one. Now, Juiced is also pretty interesting in that their customer service as of recently has been pretty rough. We've had lots of customers coming in being like, I got some responses and then just dead, nothing, got no responses. About a couple weeks ago, Juiced did send out a mass email to everyone. Apparently they did get a new head of customer service. She said that she is trying to get everything sorted out and taken care of. So, you may see a tick up there. Only time will tell, see how it is. Fortunately, it doesn't change the part shortage, so definitely something to keep in mind. Rad's another interesting one. Their customer service is a little hit or miss. Now, they definitely do have more parts available than some of the other brands, but again, they don't have everything. We needed a simple cassette for one of our orders, and I went through about 4 people at Rad, between the people that didn't know what a cassette was or, just trying to get a new cassette or freewheel, they just didn't have it available and no one was able to help me. Even going with one of the big brands, it's tough. It may not be okay. You may still struggle with parts and availability. Across the whole bike industry, not just e-bikes, there is a global part shortage. So it is tough. Everyone's struggling a little bit, whether it's derailleurs or full-on electrical components, things are hard to come by now. So that always is something to be aware of. Going with a bike that's more proprietary, it is going to be a little tougher, especially when part shortages come, because you have to go through their things. We're going through a bike that has, a little more open-ended things that can be swapped around. They tend to be a little better during times like this, because if the original part's gone, there's some other options that we have to get the bike rolling. So what should you do if you're looking for an e-bike on the market is do your research. Don't just look at company videos and pictures online. Look at the meet, look at people that have purchased the bikes, look at their experiences. Can you contact someone? If you're ordering parts, are you ordering parts directly from China that's going to take a month to get to you, or do they have a U.S. warehouse here and a U.S. customer support team that could help you out? These are a lot of factors that you should definitely think about. Because again, in our opinion, we have our own e-bike brand, but we also see brands and deal with brands from all over. Things that separate a truly good e-bike from a great e-bike is that extra level of support and parts availability. So thanks for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful day.